Make sure I'm dressed appropriately. Just share the link on Facebook. Oops. Oh, I've got an Apple. I'm still quite new to it. Can't get used to the different shortcut things. How do you paste? It's not Control V, is it? It's different. No. Well, on it's Control. Ah, there you go. A whole different thing. Oh, come on, Facebook. There you go. It does this thing sometimes where you can't log out of Facebook. But I've logged out, okay. I'm wearing this headscarf today because I couldn't be asked basically to colour my white hairs. I have quite a few white hairs in the front of my head. So I put on this headscarf to cover it today. But now I'm quite hot and I want to take it off, but I got loads of white hair. Should I do it? Let's go for it. Let's go for exposing my white hairs. Yeah. Yeah, that's better. That was really, really hot. Light is on. Feels a bit dark. So this lamp be higher. So hi, welcome to the stream. How exciting to be doing a stream this evening. Welcome. Just checking for any rain starting. I have some washing out on the line, so I'm just checking to make sure the rain doesn't come when can't see. Okay. I've made a gap. Okay. So welcome to the stream. My back's really. Sorry, I'm not really. I need a cushion, but not a fat cushion. I need a. Let's try this one. Okay, so welcome to the stream. If you're unfamiliar with when I do these streams, then I'll tell you. So I do these streams. Oh God, I do these streams. I do. Yeah, so I do these streams Thursday and Sunday. Thursday evening at 8:30 p.m. and I do them Sunday morning at 10 a.m. The difficult bit is I don't do them every Sunday. So I do them the second Sunday of the month. I do a silent offline meeting. It's an hour and a half, an hour of silent meditation. And that's this Sunday. So week 2 of the month. And then on the 4th, or the last Sunday, I'd rather say the last Sunday of the month, I do an online live stream like this. So it's week 2, week 4 of the month, usually. And then I do these Thursday evening streams at 8:30 p.m. And these are kind of, if I can manage to do them, which generally I can, but occasionally I can't. So just check out my Facebook page to make sure that I am doing on the Thursday evening. Yeah, sorry about that. I know it's really, I'm going to try and tidy it up in some way. The idea came to maybe do alternatives. So I'll do a Thursday, then a Sunday, then Thursday, then a Sunday. So I might do that soon, just to make it a bit more clearer and a bit more simpler to explain and to advertise. But anyway, so we're here. It's happening. So normally I sit for a little bit. I do an introduction to the talk, and then you're free to ask questions through Skype, either written questions or you can call in on Skype after the introduction. So I'll let you know when to call in. And that's through Skype. So friend me on Skype first of all. Yeah. So. I'm just gonna put the fan a bit higher. Just to get it on my face. That's better. So I've called this stream "Knowing What You Are." So I'll try and talk about that. Sorry, I just feel really this is just this is the most beautiful subject. I just I just love it. I just love it. It brings so much joy to speak about it. So knowing what you are. This is a fundamental thing. It's like the fundamental basic thing that humans humans need. I don't know what to say. Like knowing who you are or knowing what you are. This is the source of suffering. Human suffering is not knowing who you are. I don't mean knowing who you are as in what you look like or what you like to eat or what you prefer to watch on TV or how you like to live your life. These things are also important actually, but what's more important than any of that stuff is sorry, stuff is knowing what you are, discovering what you are as not a limited thing, as not an entity, not a person, not a thing in this world. That is fundamental. That is fundamental. That's what this is. This experience of life is about discovering who you are. And the way it feels here is um, all that other stuff I mentioned, like how you what like on a human level, how you are, your boundaries, what you want. These things, at least for this experience, these things have become clearer. Um, have become clearer through knowing what I am beyond human. So the humans become clearer and more stronger. I feel really strong. I feel really strong. Um, but doing that as a identified human isn't going to lead to happiness or peace. Knowing who you are beyond the human is what is longed for. That's the important part. That's what I speak about. Knowing who you are beyond the human, and then through that the human becomes clearer and simpler and more authentic and more real and more what it is, more what it is, more honest, more who it is. But the fundamentals is this discovery of wholeness, of emptiness. So what seems to happen is seemingly over time, so as the body grows, it seemingly becomes identified with a story in time, an image of who it is in the world. It's been told it's this, it's that. It grows an identity, a thought-based identity that becomes like a sense of someone in the body, a sense of someone looking out at the world. I am here, the world is here, there. So that sense of someone is uncomfortable, and it's not a nice experience to feel like you are someone having a private experience, to feel as if you exist as someone, that you are this story moving through time, that you are this story that had a past and is moving to a future, trying to make life work, trying to find happiness through attaining things, through attaining partners, through attaining friends, through attaining success with career and financially, through getting, I don't know, your house, getting your property, sorting out your conditioning, your traumas, trying to heal from your parents and your upbringing. And it's an endless, it seems to be an endless journey of you trying to sort everything out so you can finally arrive and finally rest and finally find that whole peace, that love, that completion, that arriving, that achievement. I've done it, I've made it, I can now finally, I found the truth, I found the answers, I found home. But that will never work. That will never work. Even though it could seem as if you've got the partner, you've got the job, it will never feel as if you've arrived. There'll always be something held by the mind as maybe this, maybe that. It will always feel uncomfortable while you believe you are that story. You are that one moving through time. So no matter what you manage to achieve or attain, it will never do it for you. It will never be satisfactory because that's a dream. That's a moving dream. That story of someone is a dream. And it seems to be a part of being human. I can't imagine any human, any live functioning human, not having an image of a character of who they are, like a story or a picture of who they are, that is used in interaction, that is used to reference in communication. But the point I'm trying to make is that character, that image you may have, that mental image of who you are, your story, your journey, isn't who you are. It's an appearance, a story appearing. It isn't bad or wrong or anything. It's just not a truth or a reality. It's an appearance. That isn't the one living. It's like a reporter or something. It isn't the actual experience. It's reporting about what's happening. It's interpreting. And the suffering of humans is this identification with that story that happens. And that isn't a personal doing. It's just what happens in humans. This hypnotism with this character. When really the reality is free. It's free. That character is appearing freely. It doesn't belong to anyone. So what is being spoken about is this this changing over, this change. The collapsing of this being held onto. The collapsing of somebody experiencing this. And this is what is longed for. This is what is longed for. Still the body moves towards pleasures, but this is what is longed for. This freedom. This clarity of who you are. It's not really clarity, but I don't know how else to say it. Like this nakedness of who you are, of this appearing as it is. This functioning appearing. This knowing what you are brings strength. You're no longer subject to the movements. Your rest, your happiness isn't dependent anymore on others, on the world. And this is what you long for. Not being a pauper, not seeking in the world for love, for home. So the question that is posed is, who are you? Who are you? Are you a character? Are you this image, this story? Are you your problems, your situation, your circumstances, your past experiences, your traumas, your hopes, your dreams? Are you a thought? Are you a form? So this is a deep looking into the actual experience of what is happening. What is happening? Is this happening to someone? Someone limited? Or is this just happening? Is it all appearing? Is this emptiness looking out, experiencing itself as fullness, as everything? They've gone quiet, I think. Okay, so yeah, Skype. Okay, let's turn Skype on. Where's Skype? So I'm online on Skype, so you're free to send questions in. It's getting dark now. I'll bring the washing in. It's just two things. It won't be long. Two little things. Before it gets too dark. Just swimming stuff for tomorrow. I'm still wet. I'm just going to put it on. Can you see? It's too dry. Let's see. No questions as yet. We'll just sit here a bit longer. That breeze feels really nice on my arm. Just thinking how it's quite funny how you'd feel stronger. You'd feel stronger as a result of this change. It's quite funny. Because you aren't needing anything. So there's still movement towards wanting what you want and what you prefer, but it's not about needing. So therefore, you would feel stronger. The human would feel stronger. Brian. Hi, Brian. We have a question. Woohoo! Hi, Brian. Who feels the freedom? Who feels the freedom? Because Could say freedom feels the freedom. There's just freedom. There's freedom. No one's feeling it. It's freedom. It's freedom. So the idea of someone feeling it or not feeling it is an imagination. You're imagining you're imagining freedom and something else that would possibly feel the freedom. But this isn't in that division, that dividing mind that divides and compartmentalizes things. This is wholeness. So there isn't two. This isn't two. This is empty and full simultaneously. Not a thing and all things simultaneously. Not divided, not two. Wholeness. Complete. So the idea of someone feeling it or not feeling it is just a mental idea. A fabrication. Thank you, Brian. Feel free to respond or expand. Brian is typing. There is the experience of freedom, though. There is the experience of freedom, though. It doesn't feel like an experience of freedom. It doesn't feel like that. Is that a question you're asking me, or you're saying that? So it's not an experience of freedom. It's more like what this is freedom. So what this is freedom. Experience comes and goes. This is already freedom. So experiences, highs, lows, they appear, express, and then disappear. So they aren't freedom. This is freedom. I mean, they are freedom in one way. They're freedom expressing as whatever they're expressing as, but this is freedom. Experiences are moving. They're movement, like the waves in the ocean. That they are ocean, but they're moving. They're changing. They're coming and going. They aren't what always is. So it isn't an experience. That's the whole point of this being freedom. In this, waking reality, let's call it, there are experiences. There are experiences, appearances, things seem to be happening. But trying to find love, completion, peace in this reality is where the suffering is, where the seeking is. Trying to find that place in the experience, in the waves, based upon that sense of you are a wave, you are a part of this experience, you are a thing. But this is the placement or identification that you exist, that you are something looking now and speaking now and thinking now and doing now. Whereas this is just happening. This is a movement appearing, a big movement appearing. What a wonderful message. What a wonderful message. Oh, Brian is typing. Back switching. Oh, I found it. Oh, cool. A back scratcher. Been missing for ages. I couldn't find it. That's good. My mind is always trying to grasp what you're saying, but my mind never feels free. No, the mind. Yeah. Yeah. But there's something that isn't in the mind that is free. So yes, the mind keeps trying to work something out, understand it, interpret it, draw a plan, draw a map of it. But that's okay. That's okay. You're not prisoner to that mind. That isn't who you are. That storyteller. That isn't who you are. So the mind's doing all the acrobatics, but there's something resonating beyond that. It doesn't have language, meaning, but it's resonating. It's free. It's free. Mind isn't who you are. It's an appearance. Thank you, Brian, for sharing your question. So maybe I'll leave it there. So I'm back doing the private offline silent sitting on Sunday. So I'll see you then, or if not, I shall see you maybe on Thursday next week. So have a great week and bye. Bye.